Hey everyone, and welcome back to the RLS career overhaul on BeamNG.drive. That's way too much to say every time, but whatever. Um, Last episode, I did some deliveries in the truck to get some more money. I think that's really all I did. I finished up the suspension and stuff and tuned it in between episodes, but I did record it and I will edit in that recording at the end of this video. I just find putting that bit in the video to be kind of boring. I think it'd be boring to watch. So I kept it in, but it's not like the main part, I guess. I haven't really tested it or anything since, but it works. I would like to start with the rock crawling stuff, though. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't think, yeah, they haven't added back in the stuff for the mod, like the mod events for the RLS stuff. At least I don't think they have. I haven't checked the updates in a while. But I will see if there's any proper rock crawling. There's this one that I could go do, which is pretty fun, so I should go do that one, and then I can do the gauntlet. So let's go do those, and it'll be a good chance to test what the truck is actually built for. So yeah, let's get down there. Oops, that's reverse. I'm used to driving manual, not automatic. I did change the audio sound for the engine like I wanted to. Can't remember if I mentioned that in the last video. The engine itself is the normal V8 crossplane sound, but I kept the exhaust sound as the flathead V8 just because I like it a lot more. I like the idle, the choppy idle of it. It doesn't sound as good in the higher RPM, but that's fine. I think it sounds pretty good. Oh, stop. It has the off-road brakes on it, so it doesn't stop the fastest, but they have better torque for, like, a better holding torque or force or whatever for off-roading and stuff. I'm hoping I have time to adjust the tire pressures when the event starts as well. I would love to have a truck like this in real life. It'd be so cool. If it weren't for having to do deliveries, I would have probably put the fattiest overland mod on the back and built it more like my overland configuration, but whatever. Maybe at some point. But I still need to paint it, which I'll do once I've got the 12 or so grand to do it with. And then I'll grab a trailer once I can after that, once I can find a bag trailer. I would rather use the bag trailer for hauling my race cars and stuff than the enclosed one, and then use the enclosed one for deliveries. Once I make a delivery vehicle, which I'm still likely going to use the H series because, as I've said before, I feel like for vehicle size, it is the best and holds the most. And it handles well, can have good performance, even vanilla. But here we are. Hopefully this does well. I haven't actually tested it like this yet. It has slightly different spring rates due to the cargo boxes. I had to make them a little stiffer, and it's going to be a little bit more back heavy than I'm used to. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Alright. I'm not focused. Okay, I can adjust the tires before I start. That's good. I'm not focused on time at the moment. I'm mainly testing the truck. So, get the tire pressure down. Oops. I wanted to do both, not just one of them. There we go. There we go. I need to connect the front shaft, put the range in low, and then lock that. I'm also switching my Stream Deck to my Beam controls so that I can activate them a lot easier. I used to have the drivetrain controls set to the D-pad, but especially with just driving around normally in career, and then being able to use the signals and stuff when I play online the odd time, I'd rather have my light controls on my D-pad, like on American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim. So since I have a Stream Deck, I set it so that it does the hotkeys for me rather than having to remember the hotkeys and push multiple buttons just for one thing. Get a little penalty backing up, but whatever. Hopefully the LSDs are enough to get up this bit, which it should because it's just straight up. Bottom out a little bit there. I would have put the long bed on this for the extra cargo space, put 2 of the large boxes rather than the 1, but this is meant to be as good for everything as it can be, so there are certain things that you have to sacrifice in order to do so. Like the length. If it's longer, it won't be as good for rock crawling, because it'll bottom out too easily. But having it longer would also make it better for drifting, which this thing does do, surprisingly. This thing's actually pretty fast, it handles pretty well, and it drifts pretty well. This little spot shouldn't be a problem. This is definitely better than the hopper they want you to use. The... yep. Oh crap. The trailer hitch is causing problems. I should have pulled that out. Maybe I'll run back really quick, remove the trailer hitch, and then come back and do this. Just give it a bit of a bump. Put it in second. There we go. Oh, I forgot about that. Let's go down this side for now. I have to use the drop hitch for the trailers, but I don't even have the trailers at the moment, so I shouldn't have left it in. And there we go. I think that works quite well. Why did it give me all 3 if I didn't... 25... Oh, that's just for penalty points. That has nothing to do with time. Nice, okay. So yeah, I am going to run and get rid of the trailer hitch. And I guess now is a decent time to show it drifting. Oops. Go back in high, make sure the tire pressures are where they should be. Oh, it didn't automatically put them back. That's kind of interesting. There we go. I have no idea if this will drift with the stuff in the back. Oh, yeah, it looks like it will. It drifts a lot better with a manual gearbox. Just drifting in general is easier with a manual gearbox. But this does alright for what it is. Seems like I need to adjust the alignment though. Really? As they all just say screw it and go anyways. They really need to work on the traffic in this. Okay, I'm not waiting. Yeah. It doesn't shift when it should, which is the biggest issue with automatics. And then you can't completely disconnect it when you hold the handbrake to get the back end to slide, so the rear tires don't lock up how I want them to. But it's gotta be decent for crawling, and I prefer crawling with an automatic. Okay, let's get rid of that trailer hitch. I have to repair it, apparently. There's nothing that's broken, though. Seriously? I am not repairing it at the moment because there isn't actually any damage that needs to be fixed. Drop hitch. I can't even uninstall the hitch right now. That is really stupid. They need to change this because I should be able to take out the drop hitch without repairing like nothing. Yeah, the sliders are kind of bent, but they should be. They should also be a lot stronger than they are. But like... whatever, I'll be back once that's done. Okay. The truck isn't done yet, but I forgot that I have to go through and collect the milestones. So let's do that really quick. I'm not bothered to read them at the moment. Wow. There's a lot of them. How much money do I have now? 26 grand. Nice. I like how they do that. It's kind of cool. And the truck should be done now. Yep. Retrieve. Remove the drop hitch. That's for the Supra, isn't it? Guess it doesn't really matter. Parts. Where's the drop hitch? Uninstall. There we go. Now that's not going to hang and be annoying. Okay, let's go over to the gauntlet rock crawling thingy. This should be interesting with a pickup truck. It's fairly fun with the hopper. And it's actually fairly difficult with the hopper. At least the one that they want you to use. Probably be a lot easier with my configuration, but whatever. But I'm really really curious to see how this thing will do. Hopefully the audio levels are okay. I did check them quickly before starting. Come on. Lego, Lego, Lego. I also think it'd be really cool to have some kind of military 6x6 in this. That could also be turned into an 8x8. Alright, here we are. This shouldn't be too hard. I'm going to lower the tire pressure now. That should be fine. There we go. This should be easy. Well, fairly easy, especially with these tires being bigger. Okay. I think this one might be timed. Finish 50, 15. Nothing is. Okay, yeah, so the one bonus objective is 3 minutes, but for the rest, it's just points, which is normal for crawling. It's starting my vehicle shut off again. That's kind of weird. And this very starting oops, wrong button. There we go. I might bottom out on this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bump it a little bit. I should have made this into my hauler design, or should have went with the H series, and then built my hopper crawler for doing the rock crawling and stuff. But I really wanted to use this thing. Ooh. This is gonna have a bit of a hard time on this trail, or course, I can tell. Just because of the wheelbase. I can use a rear dig if I need to go around corners. Why? I can't stand how this game works sometimes. Like, for one, I shouldn't have gotten any penalty points there. And two, it shouldn't have just destroyed the side of the truck like that. Come on. Yeah, like, it ripped apart the side of the truck, and now the bed is stuck. Or it looked like it was stuck in the pipe. Really? I figured this would have done better. And now the wheel is stuck under the pipe, and the steering's all messed up. Yep. As much as I love this game, it really, really pisses me off sometimes. Like, a lot. So that's not gonna work. Look at that. That is so bad. I am gonna do this with the hopper just to get this over with, and then go fix the truck if I can get it back. I knew I should have just went with the H series like I was going to. But now you can see how much of a difference the wheelbase really makes. It'd just be nice if this thing had some bigger tires on it, even if they were just 38s instead of 36s. Really? And the friction when you bottom out is way, way too much. Okay, I'm just gonna restart. I'm also not recording the replays for any of this because in the replays, it won't load all of these objects. I have to actually load into this event and then record the replay, which will mess with things, and I really don't want to do that. It just tends to cause some glitches and so on. Seriously? Completely high-centered again. I really, really want to get a real Jeep and go rock crawling for real again, but I'll likely end up getting a Focus for now again. Okay. How about you just do what I tell you to this time? There we go. I probably won't get the under 3-minute bonus, but you never know. I'm more worried about penalty points at the moment than damage. Seriously. This is starting to make me angry. I don't get it. I can get pretty much anywhere rock crawling in Johnson Valley on that map. Especially using my crawler configuration for this. But this course is just so frustrating. And yes, I know I could be using the recovery checkpoints, but I don't feel like taking the penalty for it. Come on, just go up. Okay. A little too wide. Back up a tiny bit. There we go. Come on. Like, that is hooked through the skid plate. Why? Why is the corner of this going through the skid plate? Like, yes, I love how detailed this game is and how good it is at times, but there's little things like that that just drives me nuts. Like, even the rock bouncer, it has a skid plate under the engine on the back that should stop it from having the oil pan damaged. But if you even scuff a rock or land a jump a little too hard, it'll take out the oil pan. Like, there's just a few little things like that that they really, really need to work on and get working properly. And the links going from the chassis to the axles really should be solid, because then you could properly use them to slide up and down things and just, yeah. I'm kind of nitpicking, but with how this game is and how accurate it is so far, it's those little things that really matter and that they should really be trying to get better, I guess. Oops, wrong button. There we go. It's like the axles are solid for the most part. Why aren't the links? I remember a long time ago, I think it was DW, I forget their like actual username, but they made the first rock bouncer for the game. And I was helping them do some testing with it and suggesting different things to make the link's actually effective and stuff. It's kind of fun. At one point I was like, well, what if you just put a big wheel like in the middle or at either end of the link, and it helped a little bit for getting over stuff, but it just wasn't practical. I wish I could find that mod again. I don't know if it's even on the repo anymore. How did I get a penalty point? Like, seriously. That one makes sense. I backed up too much, but whatever. Really? Whatever. I'll build a better crawler. I'll build my crawler and redo this at some point. And that's that. I still got all 3 stars. Ooh! And I did it under 3 minutes. But I didn't do it with no penalty points. So I could try that again. I should be able to do that without any penalty points or anything. There is no way I'm gonna manage to drive this back to the garage. So I'm just gonna have it towed. Did that say 500? It's probably 550,000 to get the garage. Alright, let's repair this thing again. Truck, not the Supra. 18,000. That's insane. I'm gonna go with the standard one. Okay. Now I know not to try and make vehicles that are good for multiple things. Just make each vehicle for its own specific thing. And I don't have to deal with stuff like that. But I am also out of time for today, unfortunately. So, yeah. The next episode will either be some races or deliveries. Maybe I'll just do some deliveries off camera, build up some more money to replace that $8,000 that was just wasted. But either way, as usual, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, anything you want me to check out, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And as always, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.